Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game one of a huge four-game weekend set. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away. And today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Late on that fastball.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Tatis around third. He's safe, and it's 1-0.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And now it's Manny Machado. That missed by a lot. 2-1. Fought off foul. And it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
That includes the left fielder, Gavin.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, a guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
On the ground. Throw pulls him off the bag at first. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded. So bases loaded with one away. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Left-hand hitter waits. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss.
And that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
That's to third. Muncy. To first. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
That smash towards center. And that's the inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and they're down 2-0. Second inning set to go. And here is Brandon Lockridge. Ohtani winds and deals. Outside low. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's Elias Diaz. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Hernandez grabs it on the run. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Cronenworth throws on to first. And Hernandez is out. Cease with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. And up to the plate is Will Smith. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. So, man aboard. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Man at first, one away. And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Inside, almost got him.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Off the mark there. Ball 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The Dodgers threatening. This one in the air, right field. Tatis settles under this one. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. And now they trail by 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Check swing. He went. And the count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners on first and third, 2 away as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We play 2 full. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
Arias.
And that misses. And a count 2-1.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Out to short. Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first, and they get the out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Manny.
A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that throw.
Yeah, Boo, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
Now Machado up here. Going to count 1 and 2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Gavin Sheets, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Finds its way through, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
The batter, number 9. Second baseman,
Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Look out!
Timeout.
And it
That
hit
ball
him.
hit him.
He had 2 strikes on him,
Up next
and he
for the
hit him.
Padres, the third
Jose
baseman,
Iglesias gets a
Jose
chance to hit now.
Iglesias.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Sheets at third. Bogarts over at second. Cronenworth at first. 2 out of the inning. Lifted in the air out to left. Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score. It's 4-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Brandon Lockridge digs in now. 2 on, 2 outs.
Ball. Down.
Fastball is outside. Elias Diaz on deck for the Padres. And that'll load the bases.
Take your base.
So they're all loaded up.
Number 17,
Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Padres 4 and the Dodgers 1. Back here in L.A. as we go to the last of the third. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Ohtani.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That misses. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the
Mookie
Dodgers.
Betts will make his way to the plate.
Mookie.
Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
5, Freddie Freeman.
2 down, nobody on. And that is out of play. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Tatis waits. 3-2 now.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Popped up first base side. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luis Ariz stands in. Inside. And a count 2-1.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Sends it across to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The batter. The
Here's Manny
hitter,
Machado.
Manny
Tatis
Machado.
over at second, one down. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Michael Kopech.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Kopech, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Here's the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. Next pitch is inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Makes the grab, 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one at triple digits.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground is short. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Padres with a run-scoring double. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Lockridge has this one sized up. He makes the grab. Out number 2. And now it's Max Muncy.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, center fielder.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Muncy off of first with 2 away. Cease throws over, and he's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Tosses across to first, inning over. So the Dodgers leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting him that at bat. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. It just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Man at first, nobody out. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. So they turn to Lou Trevino.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now 2-1.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They keep finding themselves behind in the...
Steps on the bag for one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Brandon Lockridge, the next up for the Padres. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
I say that about the mental edge because on the mound, it's extremely frustrating to not be able to put hitters away, and that's exactly what we've seen here.
Hernandez under it and makes the grab, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first in time, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The second baseman, Tommy.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive caught.
Tough play right there as he had to catch an absolute bolt off the bat from a close distance. He was holding that runner on at first, so he really had to get in a good position before the ball was hit to make that play.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And it remains 2-2. And Mookie takes.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Back to the top of the lineup, Fernando Tatis Jr. The next up for the Padres. And that's outside. 2-1. Diaz on at first. Nobody out. Runner takes off. And that one sliced foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to second, might be two. Nice stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. And that one in the air center field. Padres snags it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So a man aboard. Here's Machado. Out to short. Throws across the diamond. Machado out of the play. That ends the frame. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers 1. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that ball is gone. His 14th of the year. And they close the gap. It's 5-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connected on pitches like that. You got him playing with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Not close with that one. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
This is off the inside. 3-1. Activity in the bullpen. Jason Adam getting ready to go. Estrada also getting ready. To third, Iglesias. The throw to first, and Hernandez is out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one ripped. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Dylan Cease won't go any further tonight. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. Wandy Peralta gets the ball now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here comes Max Muncy. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Now one missed. Got him. 2 away.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's 5-2. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show LA. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Number 30, Gavin Sheets.
popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Muncy whips it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front.
Now
Rolled
batting,
over it. Put it on the ground.
baseman, Jake
2
Cronenworth.
outs, base is empty. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No, he's really working that
2
inside
strikes.
corner with the cutter. Tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're still out in front, 5-2.
Pitching for
We're
the
back in a new
Padres.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
40.
Jason Adam.
Well,
Jason
good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit in the air, left field. Bogaerts hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Runner on the go. Now a pop-up on the infield. Arise has it sized up. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Here's Mookie to hit. Edman off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. Swing and a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. Really important at bat coming up now.
And the Padres manager making his way toward Yuki Matsui on to pitch out of the pen here.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. And the sweeper misses.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes Edman to score. It's an RBI single, 5-3 now.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at-bat. And that's way high. And it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. In the dirt, blocked. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. 2 outs. This to third. To second, there's Cronenworth. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. We go to the 8th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Iglesias. And he hits a ground ball right side. Freeman steps on the bag. One up, one down. And now, Brandon Lockridge. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Lou Trevino gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Kirby Yates into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Two down, base is empty. And now it's Elias Diaz. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Padres go down quietly, and it remains 5-3.
Now pitching for
now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Jeremiah Estrada.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. That's hard hit on the line. Hauls it in for the out. Here comes Max Muncy.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. And now it's going to be Andy Pages with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. But in between, trying for third now, and he's out easily. Michael Conforto will climb in. Pages, the runner at first with 2 gone. He goes down looking. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Around first and hustling for second. Around second now as they still don't have it. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Luis Arias. Runner at third, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout. Here's Manny Machado now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
The 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
One away with a runner at third. Got him swinging.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And right back to the mound. Gets it to first, and the inning is over. So no runs score in the inning after the leadoff triple as they strand the runner. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Robert Suarez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Outside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
He's 2 outs away. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Hard hit right side. And they're down to their last out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Padres take game 1 of the series on the road.
These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2 and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.